this is how the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, the CPC, wants you to see the Three Gorges Dam. Clean hydropower energy, looking good, with all the floodgates open because it looks spectacular and it looks like it's working. This is what the Chinese government doesn't want you to see, but they can't block everything on social media, even though they try, when the floodgates, the sluice gates do open, and this is what happens. This is something which has been happening for years, ever since the Three Gorges Dam has been operational like this. So a very warm welcome to the channel. It's February the 1st, it's Tuesday, it's 2022, it's a brand new month, and Happy New Year for all the Chinese and for also people who celebrate the new moon, that Lunar New Year, which is actually the official title of it in English. And what I just shown you are some video captures of the past, and this past can be also put into the future because the flood season is only, you could say, 8 weeks possibly away. It's that time of year in China once again. And this is the worrying thing, the concerning thing about the Three Gorges Dam is the inflow and the outflow. Let's have a look at these levels right now. This is from the Ministry of Water Resources website, and it didn't translate into English, but the bottom one you are looking at, you can see it says 170.37. That's the water storage at the Three Gorges Reservoir. The next one is meant to be the inflow. No information on that, but look at the outflow. 4,800 cubic meters per second, which is the lowest I do believe I've ever seen, the lowest. Satellite imagery from the Three Gorges Dam, for some unknown reason, roaming satellites around the world very rarely capture this, and we just don't know the reason why, but they seem to capture everything else. This image is from the Sentinel Hub way back in September 2021, and you can see on the right hand side a little cloud, so to speak. This is the outflow, but there are no satellite images. There's nothing on the website for us to have a look at, so we can only do it by mathematics. And we could say, what is wrong? Seriously, what is wrong? 4,800 cubic, or the outflow of it, with no inflow. What is happening with the dam? Now, we can draw some conclusions, which we have covered before. It's saving the storage for the electricity, for the green, 100% green energy for the Olympic Games. This is not 100% green because some of the athletes are staying in hotels outside of the Olympic area. Remember, the Olympic Games is a close-the-loop. No one can go and see the Olympic Games. So they are staying in a hotel which is run, or the energy is run by coal, not green energy. The bus actually they get on to go to the Olympic Village or the Olympic whatever, guess what, is a normal bus. It's not a electric bus. So another lie from China once again. The evidence is in the videos that you can see, even on Chinese state media. They forget to cover some things there. My little cat is not working. I think it needs some more light. Does it work with the light on? Yeah, it works better. I digress. Let's have a look at the levels or the inflow and outflow that the Three Gorges can take, and it is at 170.37. So this is just one article I found. I don't know which year it is. The water level at the Three Gorges Reservoir started with receding, reaching 167.65. Okay, now let's go to the next picture because it's going to show you the inflow and the outflow. The inflow is 75,000 cubic meters per second at the peak, and the maximum outflow is 49,400 per second, with a small variant in between that. So apart from the concerns of maybe it's storing electricity for the Olympics, is something not working? Why are they storing water when it should be now February time down to 160, maybe 155 meters, but it's still at 170? The floods, they opened the sluice gates last year in July, I think, or August, and those levels were at 165. So why is it open now? We can have a look at the weather forecast and we can see there. And I think it's time for a bit of a musical weather forecast. It looks like this over China. The hand, as always, is by, well, very close-ish, possibly, to the Three Gorges. I really would like to go to the Three Gorges. I would really like to go and speak to the management of the Three Gorges. I'd really like to go on top of the Three Gorges and see it for my own eyes. Is it going to happen? No, because they're only going to give me the positive spin. I would like to go down the sides of the Three Gorges and look at the cracks, or even on the top, and see what their stories are or why these cracks are there. And I know it's going to be propaganda, but if you could see it for your own eyes and using a good camera instead of the cameras that always seem to be blurred, that not in 4K or in HD, it seems to be in 480 pixels or something like that. Don't know why. That's another suspicion there. And check it out myself. Is it ever going to happen? Well, I'm working on a solution, and that will probably take a couple of years, but I will still be around, God willing, for that. Let's move on to the next article, which I did cover, and this is about the South to North water transfer project. Is it good for the north? Well, yeah, if it's in droughts, even though they shouldn't have any problems, they do, but that's man-made problems. So a man-made problem with a man-made solution gives another man-made problem. This is related to the water coming to the south and going to other places. If the Red Flag River is built, how would the downstream region's access to water be affected? Could China use it to turn off the tap or reduce or halt entire water from the transnational rivers to the downstream countries? And this is where the Belt and Road Initiative possibly comes. If the countries neighbouring China, like Burma or Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, what else is there? In that area, or even to the west of places like something Stan, I really can't mention any of the names, they can control that country as well. Yeah, you can control the country by controlling the water. Man needs water. No water leads to a million problems. So thinking of themselves and bringing up the water to the north. Okay, solution, but not thinking of mankind, where we all need water and an even distribution of water. And then what happens when the floods come, or the opposite, what happens when the droughts come, and they do. And again, we've shown that some downstream areas of the Yangtze River, downstream of the Three Gorges Dam, has been droughted before. But propaganda in China, guess what? They show everyone on the beach on the Three Gorges because they there's no water there. Happy time, but they don't show the reality of the farmers who need it. It's only the people on social media who will actually start doing that. Now my cat is going by itself. Remember, guys, I hope you found this interesting. You may have noticed today I did have some comments and related to the TV behind me. Yesterday I wanted to show my friend's channel as well, so I just put it in the background. Today I'm just got my screen there. I hope it doesn't affect you too much. What else? Some people say about the microphone, it only comes out of one channel. It should be okay today. Again, I haven't checked it yet because obviously I'm recording this, but if it isn't, I will have to do the whole thing again. I thank you for the comments because it can vary on the computer or the cell phone what you're using, but I'm not going to blame other people. I will blame myself for it and make sure it's better quality each time. So I do like the constructive criticism as well. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. If you do have any comments, that's fantastic. If you do want to buy a mug, that's fantastic. If you do want to give me a thumbs up, that's fantastic. And if you do want to subscribe, guess what? You got it. It's amazing. My name is James. This is the James Neil Cooper channel. Thank you for your time as always. Be back a little bit later for more about what's happening in China, the rivers, the floods, the drought, the Three Gorges, the dams, the TOEFL dreg, the failures, etc., etc. Bye-bye for now. Thank you. And before we start, we better make sure that everything is all fantastic. The lights are on. It's the right for the side of the lights. There. Is that the one I want? I don't think so. I want that one. Yep, and I think that'll be ready to go.